What's dripping, my Call of Duty nieces and nephews? I want to thank y'all for pulling up on your Call of Duty uncle. I ain't gonna lie, it really mean a lot to me. So today, we did just get us a product update for Call of Duty Warzone. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this update or any update on this day to be truthful. Now, this isn't like a major update. It's really like a minor one, but so you still have to go through the whole restart and things like that, just to keep that in mind. Now, I will be going over some gameplay changes that you need to know about, and some much needed bug fixes that we did get, because hey, without these bug fixes, we're gonna be going crazy. We might be going gray around the face, even at an early age. But regardless, I don't want to hold you no longer. Let's dive in. All right, these are our Warzone patch notes, and as you see, it's for Friday, June 6th right here. Let's just go over the global things real quick. For the gunsmith, we ain't gonna waste no time because I don't wanna waste y'all time. It's Friday. I don't wanna waste y'all time. So it does say the damage of the rapid fire mod attachment has been properly adjusted to match the damage of the AK-74 assault rifle. So pretty much what that means is like the attachment now offers like an increased rate of fire with the damage output pretty much being more aligned or comparable to the AK-74. That is what it means. It's just gonna mean it's doing the exact same thing like it's supposed to do, rather than when you have this attachment on, you can't be dealing more damage than when it's not intended to. That's pretty much what it's saying, right? And I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure that's just what it is, you feel me? But as we move further along for the FFAR1, the weapon blueprints now have the appropriate number of attachments. Great job. Because we don't need this stuff displaying the wrong information, because, that's how a lot of people get misled. Moving further along, for the underbarrel launchers, it said it can now be properly equipped on the combo badge FFAR1 weapon blueprint. So them adjusting that and making those changes globally, that's great. And then lastly, it said improved stability of the gunsmith menus. People was having issues. It wasn't stable, glitchy, all that type of stuff. And who likes that type of stuff, right? Who likes the instability when it comes to the gunsmith menu? You go in one area, it kicks you out. Now, I'm only speaking from experience. You go inside the gunsmith menu, you select your weapon and things like that, then they kick you back out as if you never went to it. Or pretty much when you go to a loadout and they kick you back out as if like nothing ever happened. We don't like that. I don't like it, but they fixed it. W on that one. Now, for the UI and the UX, first thing is, it goes on to say, they closed an exploit that allowed players to equip weapon camos that were not unlocked. Now, that really sounds like some real glitchy stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, when I be on YouTube, bro, I do be seeing these videos. Now, I don't click on these videos. I just go by the title and the thing they have on their thumbnails and stuff like that. I be like, bro, why are people making these videos, right? Is it for the views? Which, I mean, that's probably what it is, right? For the views. But also, it's like, y'all doing these exploits, y'all know they're gonna shut it down. I guess it's best to try to take advantage of it, I guess, while you can before they do put out a fix, though. But these exploits is really be crazy. Like I said, I don't know how these people be finding stuff out, though, but it's always gonna be somebody sneaking and smart in that category to be figuring this stuff out, though. But hey, they fixed it. You can't no longer do it no more, but I'm pretty sure it'll open up again. Next, it said they addressed the issue where Mastercraft icon were not being displayed for the LC10 Storm Rage weapon blueprint in the customization menu. Them addressing that and fixing that. Great job on their behalf. Big W, to be honest with you. But let's move further along for the game modes. So it said for Clash, the experience in Clash has been increased. Big W. A round of applause on that one, because anybody who loves Clash, they have now boosted the experience point that you do get for Clash. Them helping like your level just increase and also weapon increase and things like that. We always need those experience points. We ain't gonna never shy away from that. Now also the scavenging contracts are now re-enabled, because I believe a while back, or not too long ago, that they did disable the scavenger contract, because if I'm not mistaken, and I could totally be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, the scavenger contract was just causing crashes and instability when it came to the game. So in order for them to fix it, they just disabled it altogether, so that way nobody would be able to deal with those crashes. But even with that being disabled, people will still experience crashes during the season 4 update. So hey, we just gotta take that with a grain of salt. As you do see right here, it does say for the World Series of Warzone, the playlist is now live. So anybody who want to get their sweat on, who want to get that like their CDL competition type of flow, the Warzone type of flow, this right now is available for you to go slay out and really go test you and your teammates' skills as well, though. So go do your thing. And we move along for the gameplay, the buy station. Now this is gonna be really key, though, for real. So for the buy station, it said it fixed an issue that required players to look directly at the buy station to interact with it. Now, since season 4 launch, you feel me, players, I'm talking about regular players, casual players, streamers, creators, everybody named mama, they were complaining about this because you had to look directly at the buy station, compared to previously when you can just look in the vicinity of it and you can still hit the buy station and be able to, make those game-changing plays, especially them clutch-changing plays for your teammate, like whether you trying to get them back or not, or you trying to get a UAV real quick, because when this bug came in or whatever happened, it was making people die. Nobody want to be dying. Like, the game is too competitive. We all know it's sweaty already. So when you hit these box stations, you want to be able to get in and out. And a lot of you people, y'all know what that is, because y'all quick with it. But anyway, they went on to fix it. Good job on that one, because we all needed that one. Kind of wish they fixed it sooner rather than later, but now it is fixed. So the next one, they talking about the box station will no longer be interactable while faced 180 degrees the opposite direction. Hey, glad they fixed that. As long as you in that vicinity looking 180 degrees in that same area, you're gonna be good. Now, you can't be looking somewhere totally far off the map and got dog nothing like that, because you won't be able to get nothing out of that got dog on buy station. But the fact that they fixed this right now, you can go ahead and hit this, and looking at a good vicinity of it, you're gonna be good. So huge W on that one, because we already know how imperative hitting that buy station is. So great job on their behalf. And we move along for the bug fixes. They said they fixed the issue where the active scavenger and recon contract could be unintentionally canceled upon a squad mate's death. I'm not mistaken, I want to say really in my last video, if y'all haven't watched that though. In my last video, we're talking about like the past one when they were talking about like they had to disable this because people was complaining how when their teammates died and they had a contract, once they died, it stopped the contract, like it canceled it out. And that's annoying, especially when you got like a bounty on somebody, or when you have not a scavenger, but when you have any other contract, equipped or enabled or active, should I say. With them dying was a big no-no because it canceled all that out. They fixed it. Now we're gonna be back up and running like we're supposed to, so good job on that behalf. Another one, they said they fixed the issue preventing non-party leaders from seeing the SR breakdown or after action report following a ranked match. I remember they talking about this in the last update. Now they fixed it in this update. Good job on that one right there. They also fixed the issue where a loot crate could occasionally spawn inside a buy station in the West Promenade area. Great job on that as well. They also fixed the issue causing the fin timer for the search and destroy contract in class to exceed the intended duration. So I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm pretty sure that was a good fix for a lot of people who was dealing with the type of stuff right there. Then they also fixed the issue where players could or would respond in a semi-functional state after being stuck with a shock charge. I ain't gonna lie, dealing with that, bro, when you get in the shock charge and had to deal with that bull crap like respawn type of like function or whatever, or that state of function, that ain't good, bro. We don't need that. We don't need anything that's gonna do. Hold on, let me get my words together. I'm gonna say it like this. Being stuck with a shock charge is already annoying, but having to deal with that type of effect or that state was really, really mad annoying. We don't need anything else to really slow us down when the shock charge is already doing its justice in that area. So them are fixing that. Good job on their behalf, man, for real, for real. Let's move for the long. They said they fixed the issue causing discrepancies in SR earned numbers between the skill rating breakdown and after action report screens. Good job. And I'm glad they fixed a lot of this. So a lot of these bug fixes was very, very much needed, like seriously. But let's move on for this right now. Let's talk about how Call of Duty put out a tweet earlier, right? Because we got some good stuff right now, especially those who do play the class game mode. So it said they introducing 5 rare power-ups. Now, keep in mind that these power-ups are lootable, auto-equipped, and even better when stacked. Hey, that's a W right there. Something's auto-equipped where you don't have to like equip it yourself. It just, when you go across it, it's gonna be equipped automatically. And even for you to be able to stack it. Now, that's a W right there. Let me first say this too though, because y'all might like this, y'all might not like this, and I know every household is different. Y'all let me know if y'all can feel me on this one though, but when they say you can stack this, bro, it reminds me of a game of Uno where you can stack those jaw forwards on top of each other so you can make the next player pull 8 cards or 12 cards and things like that, bro. But that's neither here or there. That's just how I feel though. But if you feel what I'm saying and you do play Uno, hit that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. You feel me? But let's keep on moving forward. Now let's talk about the hunter perk. Now this is an enemy tracking perk. All it's gonna do is just outline your enemy in red. That way you can see them and track them a little bit more better. And I would say this is a W right here, in my opinion, because we already know how it feels like when you cannot see certain characters, depending on what skin they're rocking out with and how dark the area is and things like that. I'ma always say that's a good thing because we already know we do not want to have any challenges like that. We don't want to have no difficult challenges where it's hard for us to like be able to see people and things like that. So them adding that is a huge W in my opinion though, right? Some people say that, oh, it's cheating and things like that, but hey, it's in the game, so it can't really be cheating, right? Also, they say speed boost. This is gonna allow you to be faster and have safer movement as well. So maybe you ain't gonna be so clunky or things like that though. But just to have a good speed boost, it's gonna be a huge W right there within itself. So let's talk about the regen aura, right? Now this is a heal armor up. Now this gonna allow you to like heal up and armor up on its own. Like you don't have to do anything. This is gonna be like a self regen, so to speak, as long as you're not taking damage from the enemy. So that's gonna be a W right there as well. And then it said for double down, you're gonna get double points per elimination. That's gonna be good because we always gonna need that experience point, right? And for it to be double, great job. Now this only when you have this perk though, so keep that in mind. And then also the last one is gonna be kill mag. It says instant reload on kill. So that means anytime you get a kill, you will be reloaded. You will have a full clip and things like that. So you won't even have to do it, but it's only when you have this perk. Now, like I said earlier, the fact that you're able to, one, auto-equip it, right? That's gonna be a W right there. But the fact that you can stack these, I think it's always gonna make it be good, right? That's gonna be a W right there within itself. So great job on that behalf. All right, y'all, here we are. We back on the trailer board. Now, we did talk about some stuff within the trailer board within my last video, but here we are right now because the two main things I want to talk about right quick is, like the first one is talk about some visual effects from the weapon inspect and reactive weapon blueprints can persist longer than the intended for the wielder and sometimes be observed by teammates. This right now is still an ongoing investigation, but hopefully sometime soon they go ahead and fix this, but it can be mad annoying. But the number one thing that I do want to talk about is how they say, if I scroll down here, say players are unable to equip the monolithic suppressor on the new LC10 and FFAR1 weapons. This right here, I ain't gonna lie. This right here should have never, ever been an issue. I don't even understand how this not even fixed right now, even with the surprise update coming out today. And the other thing I want to figure out, and I wonder about, to be honest, like, how do we even get to this point? Like, what did they do in the game to make this be an issue? You feel me? Knowing everybody gonna love this monolithic suppressor. Is it because it's not supposed to be here? Or what is it? I don't even know. I'm not even gonna act like I even know. But even if you do know, let me know in the comment section for real, because who knows, right? But my Call of Duty nieces and nephews, that will wrap up today's video. Y'all let me know, what do y'all think about the new perks, the firepower that we're gonna have for the new class mode, the bug fixes that they did address, even though it's still something that they still need to address or get fixed rather sooner than later. And just let me know your thoughts about the overall state of Warzone. But if y'all did enjoy today's content, then consider subscribing to this channel to stay up to date with all things related to Call of Duty content. It would be greatly appreciated to have you be a part of this community. I mean that. In the next video that YouTube have pop up on screen, I highly recommend you watch that video as well, because again, that will help me out in this YouTube algorithm. That way we can get this channel to grow. But regardless, thank you all for watching, and remember to eat good and sleep good. One love.